So, hi, it's me, Denny Daniel, and I'm here with
John. I go by John.
John. And if you like any kind of bones, he is the guy to go to. What's the website?
Johnsbones.com.
Johnsbones.com.
John without an H.
So you definitely want to go to John's Bones, Jon, Bones, because his stuff is earth shattering, and he has an amazing knowledge, but also amazing collection, and he's also very ethical about the whole thing. So you're really getting it for the right person. So that is your shameless plug for me.
Appreciate that.
So he's going to be going through the collection. He hasn't gone through things because we've been talking about the bones that we're adding to our collection, which are amazing. That is a raccoon, and then some bones from God Almighty. Thank God I didn't break.
Luckily,
Strong guy.
they're resilient.
Yeah. So no bones bad. So these are spine bits, which is the lumbar and the thoracic, and then from the knee. So I'm telling you, really get good things. So now, after this, he's going to go through some of my collection, but we want to do the box opening first. He's never done a box opening. He has no clue what's going to happen to him. I do this like a 42nd Street shell game, which I'm born and raised in New York, and I remember the 42nd Street shell game where a guy showed up with 3 shells, and he put a quarter under one of the shells, and then he mixed up the shell like this, and you had to guess which one had the quarter, and you would win something.
Gotcha.
The only difference here is, John, I don't have 3 shells. Exactly. And there isn't a quarter under any of these shells, John. Sorry, and you win nothing. But
such is life.
I know it's exactly like a New York shell game if you think about it ethically. But the similarity is this: I am going to mix up the boxes. So this is me mixing up the boxes, John. John, are you confused?
Not really.
No, then you need more mixing. You may miss your class. Are you confused?
I am confused now.
Good answer. Otherwise, we might do this all day. Now today, normally we would use these scissors, but today for John, we are using an original surgical tool from, I would say, probably early 1900s to mid 1900s, I would say, that came out of this box of surgical tools that I got from my dear friends of Obscura, the shop that unfortunately closed. But before they closed, they're dear friends, and I got this stuff. If you know the show Oddities, that's where it's from. There's another shameless plug. So he is using one of the actual surgical tools, a bone saw, ironically, since the man he's the bone guy. So you're going to open up a box with one of my antiques, ironically, or coincidentally. So, coincidentally. So pick a box.
I think I'll do this one.
That one? Okay. I thought you wanted that one.
I was looking at the saw, and I think it would go through the tape.
Better. He's going for easy.
Having to rip through.
Oh yeah, this looks like crazy.
The duct tape. I always find that the most haphazardly packed boxes are the ones that are the most enjoyable.
Really?
Open. Yes.
Then you know what? I've noticed that you have to go with your heart with this because the box picks the person. Ooh. And that's why I'm like, you may have to. I don't know. You may have to open 2.
I might do that.
But this one with scissors, if you want.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. Very fun. Very exciting.
As ready as I can be.
Ooh, very tempting. Let's see what we have here. Some wrapping. And this really does feel like Christmas. Except I don't get to keep the item.
That's how this started. The kids in my building thought it was Christmas or Hanukkah every day in my apartment. You probably want scissors for that. So I opened a package downstairs with the doorman and the kids, and they opened up 250, oh my God, you're going to love this, skeleton keys.
Oh, wow.
And I freaked out. They had so much fun.
My good friend of mine, Cole, he goes by Crook Keys. He's absolutely one of the best antique key dealers I know.
Really? I'll have to talk to him about that.
You would love that. He's an expert on keys. Really would say that he does good stuff with that. Let's see here. See, but it's always the best packing jobs that make me feel confident about it, though. We're almost through.
I know, it's crazy what you can do here.
See, but I'm just doing a touch of delicateness because I didn't know what you got.
Well, I know that this is just bubble wrap, so I'm like, yeah, you'll be okay.
All right.
Otherwise, we'll be filming for the next millennium.
All right, we're here. We're through. book, maybe?
It's definitely a book.
Ooh, it is a
I
book.
think I know what it is. Because I only read one book. Well,
The
this
New
is
Revelations by Sir Author Conan Doyle.
This is a very
Very
important
fun.
book for you to open. Of all the people to open this book, this is perfect for you. It's he believed in spirit photography.
Oh, wow.
So this is one of his books on spirit photography, and it's my first of this one. I have all the other books. This was the last in the collection. Wow, and it's a first edition. It's definitely from the first year it came out. I believe 1918.
That's great.
This came out. So I have the other book that he did. That was the iconic book that everyone talks about. There's one, Coming of Fairies, where he believed in fairies, and I have that, and I have the Case for Spirit Photography, also first edition.
Wow, that's
which
gorgeous.
is the classic of these books, and there it is, a spirit right on the cover. So clearly, it's real.
It's all there.
It's got to be true. But wow, I'm so glad now I have the full collection of all the books he published.
How many did he
First
publish?
edition, it's about 5.
Wow.
And I've got, Wanderings of a Spiritualist and all that. The only one I didn't have and this is what the cover in mint condition. I have 2 of them on the way, another one without the cover. So this has the dust jacket.
That's gorgeous.
So that's, of course, you opened up the best of them.
Of course.
Okay,
Nothing but the best.
the one that caught your eye first because you were like, I want to open that one, and use scissors.
The heavy one.
Yeah, unless you want to use the surgical tool, if you think you can,
I do.
Okay, go for it.
Very tempted. Trying to find.
We don't normally do 2 box openings in one, but today we're doing an exception because if a box jumps out at someone, then it's meant for them.
Exactly.
Although I really know that you were meant for this. There's no doubt.
I'm glad that I had the chance to do that one.
When that one's part of the museum icon, you'll be like, I was the one who opened that one. Before Denny touched it, I got it.
I got it first. The bone saw actually works really well for opening packages.
You would think.
I had a buddy of mine.
Cut the bone.
One bad. Might take the scissors too. One bad slip, and X-Acto knife went right into his finger.
Whoa!
And I had to take him to the hospital. So I'm trying to find the seam line.
Me too.
For the.
I don't understand it. Well, you know what I'm thinking? You got to do this.
Without ruining the label. Because the labels were.
So this is where the real opening is. That's what I'm
Exactly.
thinking. I'm thinking all these things we're doing are not openings. This is the actual.
There we go. There it is. There it is.
So
Got
do
it.
all
So it's
around
over
here, and you'll be okay.
There it
I
is.
don't want to touch any of your arms and legs.
That would be preferable.
Then we would be adding you in your own collection.
That wouldn't be nice.
Yeah, I'll have to call your girlfriend and be like, well, he's still here,
You messed it up.
just not exactly in the same form that he was in the last time you saw him. But now you can add him to his collection.
Good packing job from this guy.
You think?
See, you can't go wrong with duct tape.
Clearly.
We run through the real fast.
My lord, this is turning into a 5-part
There we go.
PBS documentary. Okay,
here it
here's
is.
the item protected correctly. Oh,
There
I
you
know
go.
exactly what these are. These are military
Wow.
films. I think Vietnam War era, or maybe 70s or something. At most, no, it would be 80s because it's VHS. But this is United States Army, and each one of these is very, very interesting, unique. It has to do with, believe it or not, drugs. These are all demonization of drugs type films, like
Wow.
that get, the warnings and stuff. So one is the one on hallucinogens, I remember.
Wow.
One is the one on antidepressants. They're all different, and it's that cheesy don't do the stuff.
This one is drug informant information series narcotics.
Narcotics. Yeah. Wow. This one is the hallucinogens.
Very cool.
It's just so cool to see that in U.S. Army on it. And during every era of the Army, they, during the war, it would be like alcohol and maybe, something, whiskey or something, things like that. And then each era had its different, thing that people used to escape society.
Exactly.
But of course, after Vietnam, my God, they went crazy. So they had lots of these. So these are. Oh, these aren't even VHS. These are the I believe umatic tapes, or something, or they're And I have the machine for this.
Wow.
So I'm going to, in my film career, I got all the different machines. So I'm able to transfer this to whatever I want. So VHS or DVD or something. So, wow, that is really cool.
That is really cool.
That is really, really interesting. So somehow nature wanted you to open both of these.
There you go.
So
that's what was just
sort of way.
speaking to me.
What's that?
That's what was speaking to me.
That's the one that was speaking. That's
Yes.
interesting. That's interesting. So we're going to say goodbye to the world. Goodbye,
Ciao.
world. Ciao.